Hello, my fellow limitless HBICs. How you doing on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? As you can see by the title, I am answering the June 7th live streams super chats, the leftover super chats that I did not get finished. As of me recording this, I'm not sure if I'm going to break this up into 2 videos, so I'm not sure because there are 16 super chats to answer. We'll see how they go. If you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, or you need somebody to be a cheerleader, slap the shit out of you, feel free to, I'm about to say to manifest me, to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. There is a wait list. No worries. I'm getting to you as fast as I can. Anyway, shut up. Get going, Kim. All right. We are going to start with Carolina. I can never say her last name, so I'm not going to butcher it. So Carolina, I don't know. Sorry. Thank you very much. Do you think affirming a few times and going about your day feeling calm and happy is enough instead of constantly affirming? Is that what being in the state is? And essentially, I mean, embodying the state is embodying the version of yourself that has the desire. It's really like immersing yourself in how would it feel to be that new version of yourself. That's embodying the state. But yes, I will tell you is that how I feel throughout my day for the most part? Calm, relaxed. I know I'm having my manifestations. I got nothing to worry about. I am stepping into that version of myself every damn morning and trying to stay there throughout my day. And by trying, I mean, I don't force myself to do anything because it is normal to travel through the states throughout your day. That's normal. But, yeah, do you eventually, you get to a place where you don't feel the necessity to affirm all day long? Yes. That's the bonus of embodying the state, is you don't feel called to constantly be affirming. If you're already seeing yourself as the version that gets their desires, and whatever that specific desire is, you're already embodying that version of yourself. Yeah, that is. And I will tell you that, yes, do I still occasionally script? Sure. Not more than once or twice a month. That's the truth. And number 2, do I affirm relentlessly all day long? No, I don't. And am I still getting manifestations without having to affirm all day long to get them? Yes, all the time. I have not done the affirming game. First of all, let me just say truthfully, I've never been the affirming game. I've never been someone who had a list of affirmations that I read off every single day. That was never me. I would script, and I wouldn't script just straight up, affirmations. I would use my scripting journal as a mind dump. But I was never someone who was, I am chosen, I am wanted, I am desired. That was never me. It was never me. If I'm out in nature, taking poop for a walk, do I sometimes get that, I can't explain. I'm probably just a weird broad, honestly. But I'll get that, excited feeling because I love knowing that I'm able to experience all my dreams. And I get excited. And then I'll start, if I'm alone, there's nobody around, I might start saying, I'm the woman who has, I really am. I'm a master manifester. Yeah, in that moment because I'm feeling judged. But it's more like a happy rampage. You know what I'm saying? I do still... heavily support rampaging. I love rampaging, and I think they are effective at manifesting, for manifestation. But, yeah, it's a yes and no to your answer. A yes and no. If you're feeling calm in the knowing that manifestation is yours, there's no question about it. Yeah, yes, then yes. But if your mind is still floating to the toilet and you're not addressing it, and I don't mean flipping every single thought you have. I don't mean it like that. But I'm saying if you've it's like when you fall out of the state. If your mind is starting to panic and worry about your manifestation, we should address that. But yeah, no, it's normal to start feeling calm and not worried and not feeling like you need to affirm all day long. Yes, that is a normal feeling. Laura C., thank you very much. How do you get contact when your SP is shy? Well, number one, I would stop describing your specific person as shy. Keep in mind, when we are manifesting anyone in our life, any specific person, you predominantly hear that, work on your self-concept, tell yourself you're chosen, you're wanted, you're never abandoned, all the normal things. And what is not shared enough, you do need to address if you have any shitty assumptions about your person. They have to be addressed. They have to. You just working on self-concept isn't going to address when you still think your specific person is shy and doesn't like to reach out. You're still holding that story. Well, you can be affirming, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, but they are too shy. They never reach out. I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, but they're shy and don't reach out. Do you see how keeping that story is keeping that specific person frozen into that state? Do you see what I'm saying? So I would stop describing your guy or your girl as shy. Stop saying they're shy. Say they're super talkative. They love sharing everything with you. They love talking to you. They love sharing their world with you. Things like that. And, because it's important to change any shitty assumptions you're holding of your person, as well as addressing what's going on within your self-concept around love and relationships. Start changing those things. Start seeing yourself as the version of you that's in the relationship with that person, and things in your 3D will start shifting. Okay? Monique Crystal, thank you very much. Hey, Kim. Trying to manifest commitment from SP, and it works so well up until the moment where he's about to confirm. I think you mean conform. And then bounces back to saying he's not ready. Yell at me with advice, please. All right, Monique. Do you see how you've allowed your first and maybe second experience with him doing that? You've allowed that to become a story. So now you have a mindset of you've probably reminded yourself over the first few times that he did that to you. You've reminded yourself enough of it that now that your ego is relentlessly reminding you of it, okay? You're holding a story about your specific person now, just like Laura C is. We need to change that. Time to start seeing it as, he's dying to tell you how much he loves being in this committed relationship with you. Of course, he can't stop talking about how happy he is to be in this relationship. He's so happy to be committed to you. He loves every single second of it. Start that new story. And at the same time, are we addressing being chosen or being made a priority? Because listen, if you haven't addressed that already, I have a feeling you probably have been, but we have to address that limiting belief within our self-concept, because they are only ever reflecting us. So not only if you haven't addressed the belief that is creating his inability to commit, we need to address both, right? We always address our self-concept and any shitty beliefs we're holding about the specific person. So address both. Start seeing yourself as the version of yourself that has the specific person. I want all of you to kind of look at your specific people and remember this. And I'm not talking about abusive situations. I'm not talking about abuse, but typical relationship shit. They are only ever reflecting what is going on within us. Only what's going on within us. So it's almost like it's not even their fault when they're showing up and not conforming, not saying he's ready for a relationship. It's almost like it's not his fault, because he's just reflecting you. And I don't say that from the place of blame. If you've watched me long enough, we don't blame ourselves for manifestations. But if he's only ever reflecting you, then that there's still the belief, there's an assumption within you that it's playing out that way in your 3D. So why even be frustrated with them? Honestly, it's not even their fault. So work on those and things will change. Angela Renee, thank you very much. Great communication with SP about kids, ready to get constant communication about me and him, focusing on God's state and living in the end. Any other tips and tricks? Yes. Just want to clarify, just because, listen, I don't give a shit what you call your states. That does not bother me. But just because, I make videos, I do live streams trying to teach people or coach people manifestation. So I will correct you just for the purpose of anybody else watching. But in reality, I don't give a shit what you call your different states, just for what it's worth, as long as you know the knowledge behind God state. There is no particular God state. God, if you believe in God, has created all the states. So every state is a God state, just so that we are aware of that. But I don't care if you call it God state, just for what it's worth. But just for anybody else, okay? So what I would be doing is, yes, keeping the focus on you immersing yourself into the state of the woman who is 100% back in that loving, fulfilling, committed marriage relationship with your guy. And remember, don't get frustrated with your 3D. It's playing out in front of you. It's playing out in a natural, logical bridge of incidents. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting the focus on embodying that version of yourself that has the life she wants. And it will play out. And it sounds like it already is. So don't be too hard on yourself. Diamond Victoria, thank you very much. I believe my SP loves me, but she won't contact because her parents hate me. And I have the assumption that she doesn't have the courage to contact me. Help. You answered your own question. You've got the assumption that she doesn't have the courage to contact you. We need to address that. You need to change that assumption. You also need to change the assumption that her parents hate you. Listen, there's nothing that we need to tolerate in our 3D. When you really, really think of it, the whole perspective of, well, I'm manifesting just this or just that or these couple of things. You don't have to tolerate shit. If you have a feeling that the parents don't like you, then you should be telling yourself they fucking love me. They love the idea of her and I being together. They love our relationship. They think it's amazing that she has found someone so damn amazing like myself. She feels lucky to have me. She would never let me go. She loves our relationship. Of course she has courage to reach out to me. We're in a damn relationship. Talk to yourself like this. See yourself, as I've said on repeat to everybody, see yourself as being the version of yourself that has the relationship back and that the parents absolutely love you. Stop calling your SP, or stop saying that they don't have the courage. Stop describing them in ways that we don't want them to show up. I've told people that when I first met SP, due to what was on my stupid ass dream man list, he was a workaholic, and that's what I described him as. And then, oh, shocker, he was a workaholic. I had to change the way I was describing him to everybody in my life. And when it finally sank into my subconscious, it projected out into my 3D. Okay? So listen, it is, if we keep describing someone a certain way over and over and over again, they're going to become that person. So it does matter. It does. Those little nuances matter. So change how you're describing her and things will change. Jen, thank you very much. I have a weird belief that things happen at inconvenient times, like running into someone when you look crappy. I also believe anything's possible, which means anything, even bad. How to override. I would tell myself that everything happens when I look amazing. I always look amazing. Everyone thinks I look amazing, and everything always happens right on time. It's amazing how every time I look snatched is when I run into people. Isn't that amazing how easy manifestation is for me? Isn't it wonderful that I'm a master manifester? Isn't it wonderful that everything is in perfect timing? That I always look like a hot damn sex symbol every time I run into people I haven't seen in years, or I run into people that I want to drool all over me. Isn't it wonderful? Close to midnight, thank you very much. Trying to manifest weight loss. Now people keep telling me it looks like I gained weight. Oh dear. How the fuck should I keep a good self-concept if people keep stepping on it? Well, listen, I agree with you on that. That is not fun. As a woman who has struggled with her weight her entire existence, I understand. But you can lose weight with the law of assumption. I've lost 80 pounds. I've shared this story over and over. I'm still manifesting weight loss for what it's worth. And because what I'm about to say to you is I don't get on the scale hardly at all, because it's triggering if it's not a number that, like a loss or the loss I was looking for. So, and I understand that. So my advice to you, stay off that damn scale, okay? Start talking to yourself as if weight just melts off of you. You can't believe how quickly you're losing weight. And obviously, let's just keep it real, okay? You know as well as I do, you've had thoughts where you are totally tearing yourself apart when you look in the mirror, or how you feel in your clothes. I'm sure you've been very mean to yourself up here, regarding your appearance, regarding your weight. And now that has projected out, and that's why these rude fucking assholes have made comments to you about gaining weight. So first thing is, weight is melting off of you. It's so easy for you to lose weight. You can't believe how quickly the weight fell off of you. It's like it melted away. Number one. Number two, you start telling yourself how fucking beautiful you are, or how handsome you are. Close to midnight. I can't tell if it's, if you're, what gender we are. So whatever gender, insert that. You can't believe how amazing you look, right? You are so happy with your appearance. You love the way you look. You look so handsome, or you look so beautiful. People tell you all the time how wonderful you look. Number two, or three, these motherfuckers who've made comments to you about your weight gain, let me tell you something. Just because you're manifesting doesn't mean you have to be everyone's fucking lapdog. And I hope damn well, and I don't even care if it was one of your parents, I hope damn well you put that person straight up in their place. But the fear of people making those type of comments to you also needs to be addressed within, because that's why it's projecting out. But you still reserve the right to put them right in their damn place. How fucking dare you make a comment about my weight? Okay? How dare you? Don't you dare. You verbally destroy them. I'm probably not supposed to say that as a manifestation coach, but you don't have to tolerate anyone's rude behavior, rude comments. You put them in their place so they know never to say something so shitty to you ever again. Manifestation doesn't mean being a lapdog that we have to take other people's verbal abuse or any kind of abuse. Put them in their place. I'm sure there's something you can find within them to stick them in their place. There is no way I would allow someone to be rude to me or say something hurtful to me. And I don't care how that sounds. Is that reacting to the 3D? Sure it is. Sure it is. Don't care. Manifestation doesn't mean people have a license to be shitty to us. Okay? Okay? Or you let me know who they are and I'll have some words for them. I'll put them in their place. They'll never open their mouth to you ever again. All right? B. Lily the cat. Thank you very much. Oh my God, B. Lily. You gave me too much for a super chat. Jesus, that was way. Jeez, $50 fucking dollars. Thank you very much. Way too much. Kim, in a previous vid you posted, there was a thread going about some people saying no movement in 5 years. Why some people get their manifestations and some don't. I do see people getting their SPs, but a bulk are on a hamster wheel. I have been on it too. People are on the never-ending hamster wheel for no other reason than who they are identifying themselves as, and truthfully where their mind is. Combination. So I would say it's the state they are embodying that is an issue, as well as their thinking. Your thoughts are always a product of the state you are in. And if you are regularly in a victim state, and remember on my channel, it's an umbrella statement. Victim state is an umbrella name for a state because there are infinite states, which means there are infinite variations of victim state, but it's just easier for me just to say victim state. They are identifying themselves as the person that doesn't get what they want, and they have one leg in manifestation and one leg in 3D, and they are married to their 3D, and that is 100% why they are not getting what they want. So if you're concerned about yourself being on the hamster wheel, we've got to address that. Number one, stop telling yourself you're in this hamster wheel. Stop telling yourself that manifestation isn't working for you. And stop going to threads where these people are complaining or spiraling about their manifestations. I cannot, listen, number one, this is why I don't have a Facebook group. Something like that is why I don't do Facebook. I don't want a Facebook group opened. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want people to have a place to come and share how their shit isn't working, because we don't want to sit in circumstances. I don't even really love it having, when people have manifestation buddies. I mean, there are some rare groups that know better. They don't marinate in their circumstances and things like that, and they're supporting each other. But that's not the majority. The majority of it is a place to wallow and whine about their circumstances, to talk about the third parties, to talk about all the things that are going wrong in their relationships, instead of keeping the focus on what state you're embodying, who you are being, who you are identifying yourself as. So that's the prime example of why I say no. Maybe having one manifestation buddy and you only talk about staying on the game, staying in the right mindset, not circumstances. So that I can comfortably say, without even knowing who these people are, that's what their problem is. Because I can happily confirm to you, manifestation works. Manifestation works. Not everybody's manifesting the same thing. Not everybody is. So I would never want you to look at one person and say, well, why isn't this happening for them? Unless you know exactly what they're manifesting, don't make an assumption. Okay, because not everybody's manifesting the same thing as you think. But for the things that I have scripted in my time in the law of assumption, I've manifested everything. I've manifested everything. I'm on to a new set of manifestations. I'm on to my next round of things that I want to experience. And I'm happy to tell you, I know I'm on my bridge of incidents. I know I am comfortably. And I don't worry about it. I don't waver. I might have a day where I'm off. I'm triggered. Something, I'm still human. But I don't let it stop me or kick me off my manifestation game. Don't do that. Don't allow 3D circumstances or other people's shitty stories to throw you off your game. Everybody's journey looks different. Do I think manifestation has to take years? No. I don't think it has to take years. I think that, let me share it this way. Every single person that I've personally coached, if they had been manifesting, like say specific person or money for more than a certain amount of time, meaning let's say anything more than 2+ years, every single one of them, after getting to talk to them and asking the questions I like to ask, I easily deciphered that they hadn't been properly manifesting. Their mind was always in the not having their shit. It was always in the mindset of not having and worrying and wondering and spiraling. It was always that. It was never they were always in the state and the not getting it. I am telling you that if you plug away every single day at embodying the version of yourself that has the desire, it will happen. The bridge of incidents will start happening, and you will see it, and you will know it's because you changed your state. There is no such thing as being in the woman or man who has it all state and then the 3D and not matching your state. Not possible. So I would stop listening to these people and realize it's just because they don't always tell the truth. They're not sharing with you that they're honestly off the bandwagon consistently. And that's why they're not manifesting. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve two guides. Pick one and stick with it. And that's the problem. When people are on the hamster wheel, it's because they are serving the 3D God instead of your 4-5D. Put your focus here. It will not fail you. Okay? And thank you for the super generous super chat. Holy shit. Summer Sparkles, thank you very much. I fucking love you, Sovereign Empress. Treat for poop. Do you notice? And every time I do a super chat video, Summer is here spoiling me or poop. Summer, I fucking love you. Thank you. Thank you for always spoiling the shit out of me. On top of, if she's not buying super chats, she's sending us stuff. Thank you, Summer. You have been above and beyond too good to me and poop. Thank you. I love you. Hillary Marie, thank you very much. Old story, still vomiting out, and I got in my feels. That's why I said yell at me. Him being back in 3D tripped me up more than I expected it to. Love ya. I love you too. And it's normal when SPs, especially if it's an SP that you've had previous connections to, it is normal that when they come back in our 3D to be triggered by some things. And all it is feedback. It's just feedback to, okay, this is an area or this is a belief that I need to address because I have not fully addressed it, and that's why it's back in my damn 3D. It's really nothing more than that. Our 3D is never anything more than feedback. Feedback of where our mind has been. There are no circumstances we need to fear. None. Now, this, obviously, Hillary wrote this to me on June 7th. This is more than almost a month and a half later. So to Hillary, no circumstances matter. That's a message for your current place, your current circumstances. There are no circumstances that matter. Nothing matters. Feels like it does. It feels uncomfortable. But there is nothing that you can't fix. Nothing. Okay. And I'm going to leave it on that one because this is already a really long video. So this is part 1 of the June 7th Super Chats. Thank you again to everyone for purchasing Super Chats. Thank you. A special shout out to B. Lily the cat. Thank you so much. B. Lily has been on multiple live streams of mine, and I love calling her. I think it's a her. I'm not even sure, but because I can't tell. B. Lily makes me think maybe it's a her, but if not, it reminds me of the Primus song, Billy the Cat. So when she's on my live, she or he is on my live stream, I'm like, Billy the Cat, be Lily the Cat. Billy the Cat was my name, and I say unto thee, say, baby, do you want to lay down with me? Say, baby, do you want to lay down by my side? Say, baby, do you want to lay down with me? Say, baby.